That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material. You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The question was rhetorical. The skulls
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever.
possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom light's a wretched aggressive. Murder? Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean...
These punks don't know anything.
Hey! Stop right there!
Sure. Understandable. Fuck. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone before his greatness is recognized.
A young woman kneels on a sheet of ice, as if looking for something lost ages ago. She bends until her right ear touches the frozen water. She listens to it crack, slowly.
Yep, old as fuck.
Yeah, man. It's like at death's door. No wonder you know nothing about the future. You are...
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's what...
Apart from the unions themselves, of
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna...
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. Because we can be just as psycho and
You'll see for sure once we're in. It's the last thing you'll ever see before the void consumes you.
You don't feel very scared.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're only saying practice things for now, so we don't mean no harm to the Skulls brand, or to you.
This is definitely something the Skulls would say, but we're not trying to encroach on the Skulls brand in any way. On the contrary, we're just here to market it. We think of it more like two franchises merging. You know, us two and the Skulls. I really feel like we would spice things up here in Martinez, you know? Get the old machine of pain and suffering oiled up real good.
What would these guys have to offer any organization?
Whatever, man. Work is for pussies. You wouldn't get it anyway. Hey, we could be just as hard. Like pavement on top of pavement. Or a brick on top of...
Or a grave on top of a grave.
Mm-hmm. What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person. Even the word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our difference. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention. What I mean by this is, we are all pissed, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to...
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Yes? What is? What are you implying? I'm not sure I understand you, Detective. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements. Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper part? That ride is fucked.
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skull. Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it.
Fuck.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you. This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't.
Cold-hearted cop.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to you, right?
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you. Where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? One moment. Can you please describe the body?
The man was about 173 centimeters tall. Stout.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? Any information on the library card? Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else? Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced...
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here.
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
Billy Majon, you said.
On Moreau Drive in Central Jamrock, in a darkened hall, lit by orange desk lamps, far away from the noise.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately. Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day. Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet. Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight. Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two. 1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Happy we could help. Goodbye.
Anything else you need from me?
10-4, come in. Firework. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no...
Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration with beer?
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Stuck in the rain in a trap. What? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Get someone else. There's a ton of drivers here. Thank you, friend.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? I don't know what you're talking about. Headed.
He's been expecting this. He's really puffed it.
Listen up, fuckwit.
No. He means La Puta Madre.
The name resounds like a bell in the air. A dark... Looks like the lieutenant has...
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be
No, of course not. We're not peonies. But if we were, and it's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way.
I'm not scared of you or the mob.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild...
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
The lieutenant turns and gives... I softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to...
Men like this only respect. Time to turn up the volume.
Fuck you,
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Fucking homo cop. Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green
When did she go?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and...
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how...
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Nah.
A small temple by the monument.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up. man stands in the middle. This screen found A to Z, contemporain, is part.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
The glass on the side windows is tinted. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. The door is locked. The handle.
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
This screen found A to Z. With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin. The window shatters and droplets of glass fall.
Subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the wall. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy. The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably Grenade number 5. The actress is draped in a sheath dress. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. Wait, this actress really does look a lot like Clausia. She may have been right about this ruby after all. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires...
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range. Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable with...
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, but one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Sandpaper? A novel technique. Must be to offer some extra grip to the driver's foot. Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. This looks like proof the missing 8th person at the lynching was Ruby. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got.
The movie stars are still smiling. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of Petit Férique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations. These formulas look oddly...
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM...
The pull-out toolbox slides back and you close the rusty...
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls. between you and your...
And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
Perhaps you're right. This is one connection I find a little dubious, to be honest. I prefer not to profile people's emotions. Perhaps it's because I'm not very good at it, but...
Actually, he's not bad at it at all.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them, to other ends, as extra ammunition. We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over. After you.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble? It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know, Tommy Laham's gonna be a musician. Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
It's more him. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Your best.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Your best verse.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Your best verse.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam.
Your best.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam.
Your best.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam.
Your best
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
your best
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
your best
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
your best verse.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Your best
It's you again. What is it? Why? Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch. Ruby's one of us.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you'll be...
That's nothing. That's just legally.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at...
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy...
Because she was here. All night. With us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during...
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No. All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out, too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy...
You know this already. It all fits together. Ruby?
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot them.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she...
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is... Oh... People say there was...
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Okay, but... How'd she get up? There's no room for a staircase.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter, used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret.
I'm on it, boss. Right, but
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift.
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Footprints. Recent. That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a... Good news is, I'm still listening. Firmly doesn't go well with could've, but a route does not put that bullet in his head.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Look, fucko. Ruby and I...
Yeah, everyone knows.
I don't know, Glenny. Ruby's a little secretive, isn't she?
This one does not like Ruby. may prove useful.
She organizes things. She doesn't whack people.
It's clear this one is protected.
Easy now, Glenn. What he's trying to say is, people who don't have guns don't shoot people.
You don't need to prove anything. Doubt is enough for now. And Titus must have some.
All right, Carl. Keep talking.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Yeah. Like what? A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
It's not bewildering. It's like, whatever, man.
You what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me.
She didn't fuck you. 'Cause you're 40, and you still live with...
So this is why Shanky doesn't like her. Useful for you. It makes him advocate against Ruby.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. Figures. But that Ruby is queer as cat. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring...
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all.
Time for a logics demonstration. He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the...
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why aren't...
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Not so useful.
Fucking hell.
Betrayal is not painless. Even the doubt of it hurts. Silence. The old man in a very small nod. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is, I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me. She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in. I told you. You. No, you. As in the cop with the...
And a hole in his heart. That first.
Why not? You suck on that gum like someone tore you a brand new asshole. How can I forget?
You and I are going to dance in the moonlight under 1 billion stars.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure. She said you have a funny taste in clothes. Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener.
Fucking hell.
That open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it.
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though.
Scared. You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic...
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't...
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the...
Yeah, Al. And we...
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore.
She's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked for her?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here. Sure, there's some shithouses there. A cinderblock town. Fishing for... I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
We will start there. One more question.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man. The what now?
She said she's...
What?
We were talking about radio equipment.
This guy barely understands.
There you have it. Hail something.
It feels like you'll get to know. Soon enough.
It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head?
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks. You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end. Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash? No, they didn't. Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that.
Oh, hello, dear.
Officer? I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we?
The wet wind, heavy with.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment. I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me. Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then? What I managed was to get him killed.
The lieutenant looks away. He feels uncomfortable with this conversation. He doesn't know what to add.
For my sins, of course. For destroying my first...
She nods. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious. You clearly see
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are
large prints. Everything. Over there, in the corner, not just any pinball machine.
The pinball machine. Gordy. Ah, great.
Cornelius, get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are red. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but go, Fingerboy.
I feel sorry for the gods. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot. An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by... He also hit his wife and kids. Other people... But you seem to be having fun.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying. Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking. Lucky goats. The fog looks so... This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptibly. Hit the pads as fast as you can. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
There goes... The machine. The machine is dead and silent. It needs serious. You see a heavy
Yes?
Yes? What is it?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets that?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
And you look like you don't bathe, on principle.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
A weathered brown door. Something smells good. The lieutenant motioned. This is the door. You get yourself together.
Don't knock! Just leave! You don't need this! You don't need to sad it up!
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the... Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions. ready to act if necessary.
The lieutenant motions.
Hello? Who is
And someone turns down the radio.
the police? A moment, please.
Tidying up. There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door.
It's you from the bookstand. I don't think I introduced myself properly.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? No. This is something much worse.
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. She looks up, too anxious. I don't want to. She looks up, too anxious. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike.
Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me...
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. And you just... How long had he been...
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with the handkerchief.
Yes, thank you.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family?
No. I just need to tell...
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them?
No. A day.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case... Is there anything else that...
No, I'll call you if something comes up. Thank you.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will...
We should step outside and talk. You did well. You did enough. Can save the whole world, you know. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live.
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our... Let's go.
Hello again, officers.
I don't believe it. I've never...
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place. Fat chance. But you can still do your part.
She throws you a conspiratorial.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot.
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the rock. Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
The bullet is still safely...
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military grade.
We were right. This...
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that you can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane fire? The bullet is...
A jacketed...
We were right.
Even the RCM...
Something tells you that won't be any time. You can't remember what... The bullet is...
A jacketed bullet.
We were right.
Even the RCM uses...
Something tells you that won't be any... You can't remember... The bullet is...
Jack,
we were wrong.
Even the arse...
Something tells you that won't be any... You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember? The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a
Yes. 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 What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their...
Then we're definite.
Hello, mister. Oh.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were going to take them.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for...
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. Luby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl.
Kids.
Bye!
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you. The walls and floors give way to the jump.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then.